Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for Better Call Saul, Season 2, Episode 9. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You already know the deal. Tell a friend and tell all their friends and come on over, man. We got good drama, comedy, action, all type of things that people might like to see. So you should tell them. Thank you.
Alright, couple comments from the last episode, starting with Pod, who says, Team Chuck. Just gonna put my opinions out there. He is an ass, but he has nothing to actually do with why Jimmy does scam artist shenanigans. And I don't believe he's trying to hold Jimmy back. He just knows how talented of a con artist Jimmy is, so he'll endure whatever mental anguish he needs in order to protect the law from him. But with this episode in particular, I think what Chuck did had less to do with Jimmy and more to do with getting a massive client to stay with his firm. I mean, I can see that perspective, but the way the show continually shows Chuck bringing Jimmy down, it feels like it's very intentional. That he doesn't believe Jimmy can be anybody but a con artist, even when Jimmy tries to show that he's trying to do the right thing. So he just never gives him the benefit of doubt. He never wanted him to be a lawyer in the first place. Like, I don't know. I feel like, yeah. That's frustrating. Josiah comes through to say, I'm not always Team Jimmy, but I am never Team Chuck. It's not his responsibility to protect the law from Jimmy. He's spiteful, bitter, and close-minded. Jimmy had nothing to do with Mesa Verde leaving HHM for Kim, yet Chuck convinces himself it's all Slip and Jimmy sneakily stealing from the good guys by way of Kim. If he truly believed it was all Kim, which it was, he would not have gone into the office and endured what he did to win them back. Sure, he cares about the firm, but not enough to have gone in for any other clients, meetings, etc. since his illness began. He hadn't gone in the entire time. Like, the entire time he had been sick, he never went into the office until Jimmy started going on his own. Like, and Jimmy's the one that made him a freaking suit that would allow him to... It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating!
Yeah, it's super hot.
He is motivated by a single-minded drive, his delusion and paranoia about Jimmy, and he deserves the suffering he invites by being this way. Eric comes through to say, yeah, there's been a lot of talk over the years about how much Chuck is involved with Jimmy's decline into Saul and how much responsibility he bears. While I agree with a lot of what Josiah says, ultimately Jimmy is his own man and he made every decision himself. I mean, that's true too. I mean, Jimmy is his own worst enemy, but Chuck isn't doing him any favors by blocking him at every chance he's trying to do the right thing and be a good attorney. But that's what I love about the show. You can debate about it forever, and every viewpoint is a little bit valid. Yeah, I like all the perspectives for sure. All right, let's jump into the penultimate episode right now.
Alright, it's gonna be more of the damn drill cartel. No, he's still trying to get this truck. See, this is how he gonna get involved.
He's gonna make a name for himself.
One old man did this.
And it's clear, baby, so he's not gonna be able to see it.
No te metas con mi coco, no te metas con mi coco. Yo sé que viene tu mujer.
How are you gonna be able to pull this?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
And the truck gonna flip. What if he stopped right before the sign? That's where he get his shit. Oh, he just did that.
Right, that's why you use the water hose.
He already picked up the gun? Yeah, so he picked up the gun right away when he crossed the border. That's his gun too, old boy gun. Tuco.
Oh, he blindfolded him. Is it the tires?
No, they were doing some drilling. And the federales already know how to check for that shit for the tires.
Yeah, it's the tires, babe.
Some money in there.
And drugs.
You just left him out there?
I think he just left him out there.
Just somebody driving ass.
Oh, it says Better Call Saul.
Okay, all set.
Thank you for your patience. Didn't you say that the hearing is more or less a formality?
Well, the real work's already been done, yes.
In that case, I'm fine covering it myself. Kevin and Paige don't need both of us there.
That may be strictly true, but we want to send the right message, don't we?
I'm just worried about your comfort.
I find victory laps very comforting.
I just don't want to die. You come in here looking fucking crazy in a courtroom. Just a formality.
Oh. Now we're gonna see what happened with what Jimmy did the forms, maybe. Probably. Right?
Oh yeah. Well, now you're cured.
Right.
Well done, my friend.
Good morning. This meeting of the New Mexico State Banking Board is now in session. We have Mesa Verde here with us today, and they're represented by Charles Miguel. Nice to have you back, Charles.
Thank you. Good to be back. I'm here with my colleague, Howard Hanlon, and may I introduce Mr. Kevin Wachtel, President and Chairman of Mesa Verde Holdings, and Ms. Paige Novick, Mesa Verde Senior Counsel.
Hello and welcome. I believe staff has found the application to meet the basic requirements for approval. That's right, isn't it?
With your permission, Mr. Wachtel would like to make a brief statement in support of the application.
Mr. Commissioner, ladies and gentlemen of the New Mexico Banking Board, I'm honored and grateful to appear before you this morning. We believe that our proposed expansion is in the public interest, both for Arizona and our own state. For 46 years, the men and women of Mesa Verde Bank and Trust have prided ourselves on personal service and attention to detail, second to none. Mesa Verde continues to operate at a Tier 1 leverage ratio of 11.2%.
Hold
We
on.
feel-
Excuse me, Mr. Wattel, just one moment.
This address is not around.
What's going on? Well, let's find out. Mr. Commissioner, is there something we can clarify?
Yes. Can you give us the address of the proposed Scottsdale branch again?
Certainly. It's 1216 Rosella Drive, Scottsdale, Arizona, 85262.
1216. Okay, because the application I'm looking at today clearly gives the address as 1216.
1216, that's correct, sir.
But in the original submission, we're seeing 1261 Rosella Drive.
It is 1261.
1261.
I think if you double check, you'll see that 1216 is correct.
There seem to be two different addresses here.
Mr. Commissioner, I have a copy of our notice of intent, which was published in newspapers in Arizona and New Mexico. It clearly states the address is 1261 Rosella Drive.
Mr. Commissioner, it
1261 Rosella Drive. Yes, I have a copy of the notice of intent too. But on the actual filing, the address reads 1216. So, which is it?
Mr. Commissioner, if I may confer with my client.
1216.
Certainly, please.
1261.
1261.
You are mistaken, and with all due respect, you're muddying the waters here.
Muddying the water. Look. Just look.
Well, this is clearly an error.
It's 1261. I know where my own damn bank is.
Let's just all calm down. I'm sure we can
I've got a
straighten this
building
out.
remodel at 1261 Rosella. I don't know where the hell 1216 is.
I don't quite understand. 1261.
1261.
Is this going to be a problem?
Because I'm sure it won't be.
Mr. Commissioner, I apologize.
Yeah.
Unaccountably, there appears to be a discrepancy in
Clerical
our
error.
filing.
So the correct address is the one that appeared in the notice of intent, the 1261.
It would seem so. We'd like to request an adjournment of just a few minutes so that we can amend the filing to reflect the correct address.
Well, I can give you an adjournment, but
It'll be about 3 weeks.
I don't think we can get you back in today.
If I may, when do you think you might be able to schedule us?
I'm being told by staff that they've already done the research for 1216 Rosella Drive. Our folks are going to have to go back to square one on the new
If
address.
we could obtain a provisional agreement today to allow the branch to
No,
open.
no, all due respect, it's up to you folks to submit accurate
Right.
paperwork.
Ooh, Jimmy don't fuck them good, babe.
Now, the soonest we could revisit this matter,
Is in
well,
2
it
months.
looks like 6 weeks from Friday.
We can't wait 6 weeks.
Mr. Commissioner, Mesa Verde has put effort and resources into preparing this branch to open immediately. However unusual, a provisional approval would be most appreciated, most welcome. Time being of the essence.
Charles, I'm sorry. I'll see you in 6 weeks. That closes the matter for today. Will staff please note that Mesa Verde will return in 6 weeks, which time we will revisit this application. That's on the schedule now?
Y'all gotta fix something else out.
This is not possible. This is not possible.
Oh.
$12.61. No. No.
Chuck.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
And then right, and then you don't even know you was fucking
I
right?
double checked. Chuck, it happened. Now we take our licks and we move on.
Babe,
This doesn't just reflect on you.
I mean, and that's a good, easy switch to
Maybe it's
6116.
so simple.
I mean, your brain
It
can
was
just not see that.
12:16. I promise you. Everyone makes mistakes.
Jimmy. Jimmy.
I mean, he's not wrong this time.
I've been duped.
That's
And all he
facts.
ever wanted was your love and support. But all you've ever done is judge him.
Right.
You never
Well said,
believed in
Kim.
him. You never wanted him to succeed.
You never.
And you know what? I feel sorry for him. And I feel sorry for you.
Let me get these boxes though. Let me get these boxes though. She know he did it.
Yeah.
I mean, but it needed to be said. Well, I deal with your ass later, Jim and Jim. Can you believe this guy? Trying to accuse me? Shut the fuck up, Jim. Okay, you got it. You got it. You got it.
Jesus, what? Kim, what?
Hey, it wouldn't take nothing but find a photocopy place and be like, hey, did this motherfucker come in here? I guess you found like a all-night, 24-hour copier. Which, who has that? Why would you need a fucking all-night copier? What's going on?
For sneaky shit
For
like
sneaky
this.
shit like this.
Baby, I used to kill on tetherball. Kill on tetherball.
Alright, line up my class! Find your buddy!
This motherfucker's talking there. So. Jimmy doing his own thing.
Yeah, what is he doing right now?
Let's go.
Come on. Plant yourself.
All right, here?
Yeah, right there. About yay high. Aim it up at me. Heroic.
Heroic. Good luck with that.
Just frame me up, all right? Make sure you get the neck, okay? It's a low-angle shot.
Okay.
You know, let me see.
Oh, it's just base.
What, am I dying of consumption?
Well, at your age, you don't want to look too red. It looks like rosacea.
What's with all that?
I'm just trying to make it look like you have a jawline.
I do have a jawline. You know what? You stand in for me. And crouch down. Okay, move to your left. The other left. More. Okay, boom. That's what I'm talking about. You got it.
There's got to be an easier way to get this shot.
Not for free. You want to be a filmmaker? Grow up here. Here we go. Pictures up. All right, let's do this. Last
Not
look.
for free.
Rhubarb, 9 o'clock.
Excuse me.
Hi, are you in charge here?
Yes, I am, and this is school property.
You're just the person I want to speak to. It would be incredibly helpful if you could get those kids in that building over there to just keep it down for a bit. Just give them a worksheet or something. I mean, just 2 or 3 minutes, just for sound.
This is school property, and no one is allowed here without permission.
Of course not. You didn't speak to Annette
Annette?
Look at the neck.
in the superintendent's office.
Do you know an Annette downtown?
I don't think so.
Well, I'm sorry about the mix-up. We're shooting what's called an establishing shot. 5 minutes tops.
You're not shooting anything until I'm clear on what's going on here.
The documentary. We're making a documentary. I was told there was a display or a plaque of some kind. Would you know where that would be?
Why would we have a plaque?
Because of who went to school here.
Who went to school here?
Rupert Holmes. That's who the documentary is about.
I'm sorry, who?
Rupert Holmes. You know. Rupert Holmes. The singer-songwriter. You know, the Pina Colada song. I mean, sure you do.
Do you like pina coladas?
If you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. If you're not into yoga, and you got half a brain. If you like making love at midnight, in the dunes by the Cape. See? Look at her face, Rupert Holmes.
He went to school here?
Yeah. Class of 64, he still talks about it.
But the school was built in 71.
Oh, I'm sorry about
He
that.
was a student in the old building that used to be here. We're taking a little, what do you call it, artistic
He's so
liberties.
quick. He doesn't get thrown off. He's just like, just pivot.
English?
You're fired.
Well, yeah, and that's some great trivia. But he spent his formative years right here in Albuquerque. I'll tell you what, why don't you call Annette down in the superintendent's office, and we'll just stay here till you get official word.
Well, if you don't mind waiting.
Not at all. We don't want to break any rules.
Shouldn't take very long, I'm sure. And no promises, but I'll see what I can do about getting the kids to quiet down.
Oh, that would be super helpful.
We're just gonna record it before you come back.
Chop, chop. Magic time. Come on, let's go. No last looks. Just the flag, the flag. Okay.
Get the thing off your
Heroic.
shoulders.
Yeah, you're a hero. Gravitas.
Hey, 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 hey.
Go. Ollie. 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 Nice. Nice. All this stuff for that right there, baby. You gotta do it at school. Same restaurant. Now, why would he come talk to him at all?
Hey, Mike.
Hey, friend, I'm still serving breakfast.
For you? Sure. Usual?
Be great. Thanks.
Anything good in the paper?
Was there ever anything good in the paper?
Not too often.
Hey, friend. I gotta ask. Does it ever snow around here?
Sure it does. This is gonna be your first winter in Albuquerque?
Yeah, I'm not from Philadelphia.
Yeah, it depends on the year. If you stay around long enough, you'll have some to shovel, don't you worry.
That suits me.
I live up in Cedar Crest, we get plenty. You can shovel my drive if you're looking for more.
Say the word.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like old folk flirting, babe.
Yeah.
That's
Just
what
say
that
the
is.
word. You shovel
You-
my snow.
Anytime you
That's what it
walk.
sound like?
Yeah. Don't you be flirting like that with me anytime soon, baby.
Fran. Yes. Mike. So he just bought the same big ass gun Tuco had?
Yeah.
We gotta talk.
What we gotta talk about? How would anybody even know I got anything
Baby, I'm
to do
telling
with
you, I think maybe he's setting it up so that they need security.
Oh.
I've got something I need to know. And I need to know it fast.
What's that?
We got hit the other day. The truck headed south got hijacked. Someone stole $250,000. Now Hector's flipping out, looking for who did it. Thing is, I think it was you.
How the fuck would it be me?
They left the driver hogtied, not a mark on him. Anyone in the game would have capped him without a second thought, but this driver, he's still breathing. I thought to myself, who's the guy who ripped off a couple $100,000 in drug money and leave a witness? Who's the guy who won't pull the trigger?
Mm-hmm.
You. I'm not here to squeeze you. You want to rip off the cartel? That's your business, but here's the thing. I'm picking up that driver. Hector's orders. We're gonna see what he knows, and if he knows you, that's bad for both of us.
That shouldn't concern you.
But he was in on it, right?
Driver had nothing to do with it.
Then who?
Just me.
You're telling me you did this without someone on the inside?
Yeah. Y'all wasn't too
Also,
fucking.
how did you know about the truck? How do you know about the tires?
All I can tell you is you guys aren't half as smart as you think you
Right.
are.
Took me a little while though,
So,
but
the driver doesn't know anything?
Not a thing.
You hear your voice?
No.
Right now, Hector's looking at the competition, but he hears the driver say it was some old gringo.
He didn't hear me. Saw a guy with a ski mask, that's it.
And you're sure of that?
Yeah.
In a blue car.
He's so fucking
Why
nonchalant
wasn't
about
it
it.
in the papers?
What?
The truck robbery. The cops keeping it out of the papers?
Cops? The cops don't know shit about it.
How's that?
Is that what this is about? You wanted to put the cops.
Yeah, brother, super smart.
I like how Kim was so fucking subtle about that shit too.
She got that woman intuition, babe. She's like, look, nigga, if you want to be sneaky, you gotta do it right. So he ain't walking out with nothing. See Ernie down there.
Hey, how you doing?
Be with you in a minute.
Remember me?
I don't remember you.
No. I got a weird feeling you do, Lance. Tonight is a funny night. For some reason tonight, I feel like I've got all the answers. I'm feeling kind of like Karnak. Remember when Johnny Carson used to do Karnak? He'd give the answers before the questions. You know, Ed would give him the envelope, yeah? And Johnny would hold it up to his forehead, and he'd give the answer, like, leave it to Beaver. Then Johnny'd tear open the envelope, and there's the question, what did the dead raccoon say in his will? Does that ring a bell? Before your time? All right, well, let's cut to the chase. That guy who just walked out of here, his name is Ernie. I'm guessing he showed you my picture and asked if I was in here the other night. Now he's going to bring his boss, who's my brother, and he's going to ask you the same question. Did you see that guy the other night? Well, the answer is no. You feel me?
You murdered someone?
Nope.
I don't know.
Rob a bank?
No way am I that cool. Sometimes I go number 2 and I don't flush, but
No way I'm that cool.
this is just a thing between brothers. And we're both lawyers, so, right? I mean, that's a long and boring story you don't want to know.
What about cameras? Are there cameras in there?
Is this gonna get me jammed up with the cops?
My brother might make it sound like that, but no. It's just family.
Then I feel you.
What is that? $500?
Hey, tell me about the cameras.
They go to a VCR in the back. It tapes for 12 hours and then records over itself.
Right, so I'm on there now. How hard would it be to erase?
I don't know. Could be tricky and expensive.
Like $100 expensive.
Like $200 expensive.
Okay. That's what I thought.
You will go far, my young friend.
You will go far. I'm about to say, look, fuck all this talking. What are we gonna do about the cameras? First thing you're gonna do is be like, where the cameras at? Oh, good. You coming with the goddamn. Go in there with that shit so you can look crazy.
Right.
Go in there so I can be like, this one was a little cuckoo.
Look at the lengths he's willing to go though. Like, but in this case specifically,
this was warranted
he
for
hurt.
him.
Yeah, he hurt
Yeah.
his reputation.
Good evening.
Lance, is it?
Yeah.
Lance, I'm Charles McGill. My associate spoke with you earlier. He showed you this photo. On or about the morning of the 18th, this person was here in this shop. Is that correct?
On or about
The 18th, early morning.
I don't know.
No.
Well, I believe you told my associate that he was here and he made copies.
Yeah, but sorry, no.
Yeah. That's my guy. Right, the night of Tuesday the 17th, leading into early hours of Wednesday the 18th. Were you in fact here? Can we establish that?
I mean, I work graveyard, so yeah.
Stay strong, Lance. Was this man here making copies?
It's like I said, I don't think so.
Well, earlier you said that he was here. Now you're saying that he wasn't here. Which is it?
Yeah, well, when that guy showed me the picture, I thought maybe. But now that I'm seeing it again...
Good job.
Sorry, don't know what to tell you.
No.
Guess I was wrong.
Son, listen carefully. I am an officer of the court investigating a felony.
So you're a cop?
No, I'm not. I'm
Mr. McGill, maybe we better get you home.
Ernesto, do not speak to me as if I were a child. I'm fine.
There's a lot of fluorescents up in there. You finna run in this bitch. You finna run this bitch, save it, brother.
I am not a police officer. I am an attorney.
I mean,
and
he
I have
honestly
a
doesn't
moral
have to run
and
and
legal
save them,
obligation
because
to
there's
get
actually
to the
nothing
bottom
happening.
of this
So
matter.
like, you just need to like let them take
Forgery,
him.
Let
fraud,
Arnie do it.
falsifying evidence,
See?
So, but
breaking and entering.
Jimmy cares so much.
Guy, is he okay?
There's nothing wrong with
Mr.
me.
McGill, maybe we could just take a break and...
Ernest, shut up! You think about the choice you're making.
I already told you he wasn't here. What do you want me to say?
I want you to speak the truth. I know he was here. I know what he did. Tell me what you told Ernesto. Stop trying to change your story.
Excuse me, sorry. How do we get this to do 11 by 14?
No, excuse me. We are having a conversation here.
You gotta switch it to trade 4. It's easier if I show you. Look.
Let's switch to trade 4.
Dude, okay. I don't want any problems here. So just get him out of here or I'm gonna call the cops, okay?
Not walk away from me. We are not finished here.
Done talking to you, man.
Arnie!
Oh! Oh my god, did he die?
Jimmy, don't, bro, don't. I know. Right, I know you want to go over there.
Oh my god. Oh my god, does his brother die?
God, brother better not fucking die. Alright, that was episode 9 of Better Call Saul. And look, I'm glad the words were said in this episode because it needed to be said. It was a long time coming. It took 2 seasons, 9 episodes to get here to where we at right now. And I'm glad it was said. Alright? Chuck did some effed up things. And it took episode 1 of season 1 all the way up to now to understand how much Jimmy put time and effort into loving his brother and only wanted the best for his brother. And his brother just accept him for doing the things that he did. Even trying to really turn his life around and be a better person. Just to try to be a lawyer. Just a little bit. He ate so much shit. He has held back so much of his words to do what other people wanted him to do, and and live the way he did that, right? For his brother to damn cut him down every step of the way, every chance he get. And this last one right here, fucking with his girl, it was just the last straw. That was just it. And look how smart even Jimmy was to even know to find every piece of paper in the box that had the address on there, which has got to be tedious for one. You probably just got to know that shit. I don't know. But even Chuck had to call him out and be like, only a motherfucker so devious would have to go through every folder to know which one had the addresses on
No, that's not
to
what
go
it,
change it.
that's not even how devious he was. The devious part, yes, that was definitely time commitment. But the fact that he came back the day before to bring the originals back. So when he came back from the court case,
he'd be like, I'm fucking crazy.
And all the right ones were there, so
Yeah.
that it does look like he made a personal error.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's fucking, it's fucking with your brain all day, right? And then, of course, Jimmy's just thinking, man, if I do it, everybody would think my brother is a little maybe anyway, because he is a little maybe anyway. So, and it just worked perfect, right? So, the only other loose end was the fucking photocopy place, right? You needed to get the video out of there, right? First, you need to get the video. You need to get old boy to convince you. That was going to be easy. Just pay his ass. You good. But you needed to get the video, which was done flawlessly. Now, what surprised me is his brother came in there and was crazy. I didn't think he was going to fall bust his shit. So, either he's about to die in the hospital or it's like, I don't know. Can't wait to see what that last episode gonna do, but that's gonna be great. But the other story is Mike. Mike went super hard. Matter of fact, this episode was both parallel. They both were committed to doing what they had to do. Cause Mike went all in. This was a long con too, right? He fucking played this shit for days and weeks or something. Same with Jimmy. I'm going all the way in. Tedious, meticulous planning. And there it is right there. So I don't know if it's like you saying, babe, Mike want them to need him. I just think he was doing it out of spite.
He literally just said he
just wanted to get him back.
Yeah.
For coming to intimidate me and shit. I thought that was all that was, right? I didn't think he wanted to be involved in this shit, but now he feels sorry because he got somebody killed. So excellent ass episode, top notch right here, and what a surprise at the end. I cannot wait to see how we end it off.
Yeah, I mean the writing of the show is just it trips me out too, because like you would think a show based on a character you already saw a full season of would be redundant because so many of the pieces tie into Breaking Bad. And it's not. It's so refreshing, and you're so surprised about the direction the show's gonna go because we don't know how Sal became Sal. So the stuff with Mike. First of all, how gangster as hell is it being able to see him in his full element on such a consistent base? Like the fact that he did all of that by himself is again just a credits to his brilliance and his strategy and all of that. I loved seeing him essentially in the car feeling the remorse about killing an innocent person, that his actions for revenge essentially killed an innocent person again. And I know he was thinking about his son in that too.
Yeah.
That his actions ultimately led to his son getting murdered because they were all dirty and his son wasn't. So I'm very curious. I did feel the whole time I thought that he was trying to get hired because he's trying to find for more revenue sources, but it makes more sense that he's just pissed at him and wanted to have a vendetta against him, excuse me. But it did look like Hector, I think that's his name, was about to have a heart attack or something, or maybe a stroke. So I don't know if that's the beginning of the situation.
Oh yeah.
So that made me a little bit excited, but where does this play out from here? I don't know. I don't maybe that's it. Maybe that's just to show us he did this heist. Ultimately, Hector had a stroke, and now he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And he essentially got him back. I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out. But that was very entertaining to see everything he was putting together come across so flawlessly in this episode. It was no work for him whatsoever. He didn't even break a sweat. He didn't even speak the whole time. It was so good. I think it's very interesting. I don't know if you guys did it intentionally, but I feel like it's very interesting. Right before this episode was the spark in the comments about Chuck versus Jimmy, and then you have such a controversial episode like this. It feels a little intentional, and that's totally cool. But it was very well aligned with what this episode is. So clearly, this is a one moment since season 1, in my opinion, that Chuck is validated in his opinion of what Jimmy is. This is the only one. But what I loved so much about this episode, to me, the MVP of this episode is Kim. The way that Kim clearly knew that Jimmy did it. You could see the way that she was registering everything that Chuck was saying. She was like, I know, 1,000% that he did it. But the fact that she was like, I'm not giving Chuck the win in this situation because, yes, you're right this one time, but every other instance in which Jimmy has tried to prove to you that he's trying to be good, you swept under the rug, or you didn't believe, or you didn't give him a chance. And I love her character to the moon and back for standing up for him in the way that she did, and the fact that she held it together all the way to the car, and then was like, I'm gonna motherfucking beat your ass down. And the fact that she then was like, your brother is smart as fuck, without saying it clearly because she doesn't want to, involve herself, was like, he's so incredibly smart. I hope you've actually thought it all the way through because his ass is going to catch you if there's any loose ends. So she's just my favorite. She killed it this episode. I appreciated her so much. It was like that straight woman investigator vibes. I loved her so much. She killed it. So I didn't see it playing out in the way that it did. As far as what happened at the end. So I have anxiety. I don't understand where the last episode's gonna go because that's gonna be the next one, but I can't wait to check it out. Another solid episode. Absolutely can't wait to watch the finale.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Better Call Saul Season 2, Episode number 9, and until next time.